this orientation covers or as our objectives, we will tackle about the possible privileges and preferences that you may enjoy upon, of course, holding the degree of Bachelor of Science in Criminology, mga very common ka na, and have passed the board exam for criminologists. So these two should be in tandem. Otherwise, you are not deserved with the privileges and preferences embedded under the Republic Act 11131. So these two should be that at least you are holding college degree, like in particular the BS Criminology. Uh, Not other than the BS Criminology course. Wala nilain na siya. And of course, you must have to pass the board exam for you to address yourself as a criminologist. So otherwise, of course, dili ka, you are not deserved to enjoy the privilege and preferences embedded or it is under the Republic Act 11131. So this is considered as the new law that amending the Republic Act 6506, no? Or also known as the Philippine, oh, I forget the maybe the Philippine Criminology, creating the Philippine Criminology Board Exam, ano ka? So under the RA 11131, this is considered as the new law, as I said, or also known as the Philippine Criminology Professional Act of 2008. So in this law, guys, nice mong bini siya, actually, for this law, ha? So kailangan natin mga privileges, ani ha? These privileges and preferences will be extensively tackled later on na lang, ha? Ano? So before that, let me hear from, shall we say, from each of you first, the possible field that you would like to go through upon passing the board examination, for the criminologist with all God's grace. Hold on, the next one. Is it moving, guys? Okay, sometimes stuck lang siya there. Is it moving now?
Yes, sir.
So okay na. So am I now on the next slide? Okay, sometimes that's why I use my monitor to make it sure na last time I have my presentation. So medyo na kung gusto kay bala kong yaw niya not moving the kung. In my monitor it is moving, but sa inyo nga dili there. So okay, it's good to know now na move na siya. So as you can see, let me hear it from you first, ha? Why criminology? Napa akong presentation, guys?
Nawala, sir.
Wala.
Nawala, sir.
Okay. Hold on. How's that? I am using my partner's account by Leonalyn Elope. I thought I was using my account for my presentation. So never mind. So kana okay lang, klaro lang.
Yes, sir.
Okay na, sir.
So, let me ask each one of you, why criminology? Nga naman ganahan mo ani nga course again. Diba? Of course, you're about to finish the course. So to be fair, kanila, here comes up. So to be fair, if ever asked why I taught criminology, if I were asked, so I taught criminology as my stepping stone to pursue, I think, the College of Law. That was my point of view of that, about this course. So I believe that criminology enhances our thoughts about laws. They are very common. But I was inspired by someone from the academy. So na-inspired man ko ano siya, may his soul rest in peace, kaya wala naman siya. Nakagulang-bulang naman ko siya itong time. But he was one of my teachers in criminology. So he was a retired police officer. Yeah. So since it was inspired by one, okay. So perhaps after my doctorate, of course I will still pursue the College of Law. The doctorate ko karon, ha. So that's how I shared my part. Now let's hear or shall we say let's hear it from you na lang to, ha. So let's start with, so may stop presenting, bigyan na ako. Or maybe I can use my phone na lang to call your names. Okay. I would like to hear it from Elona. Why criminology?
Sir, because this is my dream, sir.
Your dream.
To pursue, yes, sir, and to help my family in financial.
Expound. Not just it is your dreams, because you know what, guys? It is very easy to say that it's your dream. Diba? Dreams, take downloads for that dreams. Okay, dreams, according to Denzel Washington, dreams without goals are just dreams. So, watch out mo sa inyong dreams, ha? And of course, according to, I think, in the string theory, there is this what we call goals and means. That should be balanced. Because if there is an imbalance with that, so diyan na po mo create ng something na, you know na about that, regards to that theory. I think that was the string theory. So muna watch out na to ang dreams. Why Ilona? Why Ilona? So expand your answer lang, expand. Kaya lang kung makabalog deeply good about your kana sa mga perspective nimo about the criminology course. It's not just it's your dreams, diba? Expound more, Ilona.
To help my family, sir, and in financial goals, sir, and financial rather, and to help other people.
Okay, wala ka na kailangan matulungan. So, not just it's my dreams, and also good. It's my dream. Take notes for the dreams, nato, in life. Okay, next. Factoran. What about factoran?
Ayan, sir.
Yes. What criminology?
Answer, to help my family and to help my other and
Yes,
sir. Wala.
that is why, guys, you know what? Like for the PNP during the initial interview, magbalay na mudaan dyan, at least in 500 words. Because maybe one of the questions addressed to you like, kailangan kung tanan mo nga, tell me more about yourself. Diba? O magbalay na ka na. Why you love to become a police officer? Why you pursue this career? Balay na nyo dana. Imagine this, you are about to finish the criminology. So you've been 4 years in college, diba? O na ibang na almost na, years na siguro. Kaya magbalay na mo dana na karoon pa. Ha?
Yes, sir.
Para will you pursue this profession? Kapalo mo matubag. Hindi mo magtungto na. Especially, okay, just tell me more about yourself in 500 words. Tama ingon, dito, I am Factora, I am 18 years of age, my father's name, my mother's name, my brother D, siya mawa. Tell me more about yourself, which is cannot be read from your resume. Ano siya dito, from the data of yours ba? Wala dito sa magaling yung taas siya, tell me more about yourself. More. So, expand po na nato, okay. What about Velez? Velez.
Well,
Yes? So, why criminology? As you can see on your screen.
I want to help people, sir, and my family financial problems, sir. And that's, I want to help my parents, sir.
So, you want to help your parents.
Sir.
Okay.
And this is my edit, and that is my dream, sir.
This is your dream. Okay, Okay. Hold on. Wala, and who else? Akabal.
Good morning, sir. I do criminology, sir, to learn different kinds of law and to help the people in the community, and also sir, to help my parents through financial, sir.
Through financial. Okay, good thing. Once you are in the field of, shall we say, enforcement, especially once you are appointed as a government employee, you are holding a government position, so you are now having your permanent job, or your what we call the stable job of yours. Diba? Either it has COVID, What else? Kung usap pa na dia, continuous ang sweldo. Muna siya nakalami once you are connected in the government. May COVID or wala, sweldo. Holiday or daily, sweldo ta. Ha? Okay. Next is, okay, Grantador or Palmares. Palmares, Grantador. I can't hear you, Palmares.
Kaya sir,
Hina, sige ka na, sige, try.
to help my family financially and society to control crime and to have a stable job, sir.
Okay. So siya to have a stable job. There is something that I am looking na wala pong yung nakatubag yapon ha. So you have another idea ha. But I am seeking for something na wala po kabangkay. Okay ha. Let's move on to the next one. Parocho.
Sir,
Yes?
I taught criminology, sir, to help and serve the Filipino, sir, in our community. And also, sir, to have to learn different laws, sir, and financial, sir, for my family, sir.
Okay ha. Okay, especially for the financial not to support our livings. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Arqueliano. Yes, yes.
It will be better because with my parents, with my barangay sir, kay hindi sila madok na naisip ko ito rin, magabi ida.
Come again? Choppy man.
With my barangay sir, ang sir.
Di man kayo madumag ako. Kaya gusto ba kung Arqueliano eh?
Sir, na ito dito with my parents,
Your parents, okay.
hindi lang madok sir, na yung ito rin magabi ito mo.
Okay, okay, ha? Okay. Thank you for that, Arqueliano, ha? Okay. What about Brakel? Ang ganda yun. Brakel. 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 Caero. Caero. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, pangalan ng ganito sila, sir.
Wala po ng wala response si Brakel and Caero. Brakel, are you with us, Brakel? What happened to Brakel? What about Caero? Saga. Okay, Saga, let me hear your part about criminology, where you talk criminology.
So, good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning.
It is criminology because this is the only course suits to my personality, and there are some personalities there inspires me to have this course and to serve and protect my country, sir.
Okay. And that's a nice thing. What about Quizon? Quizon.
Good morning, sir. I took
Okay,
criminology. Sir, I finished my criminology course, sir, because I want to serve people and to my family, sir.
Okay, to serve people and your family. Okay. Now let's get back to Brackle.
Yes, sir.
Brackle, what about Kaero?
Nawala ka dito, sir. I take criminology, sir.
Okay.
I take criminology, sir, to know how criminology work in society, sir.
When we work in society. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's all. Si Brackle, may wala na yun. What about Brackle? Wala na yun siya, ha? Okay, now, maybe let's... Diba, as I said, no, I am looking for something. You keep on talking to help the people, diba, in the community, of course, for salary-wise, diba? But, about that technology. I mean,
Hindi maklaro, sir.
Meron. As a law enforcer, especially for our opportunities, there are this lack of fields. Diba? To become a police, wala man na siya. Diba? To become a jail officer, to become a bombero, or fire officer, NBI, so on and so forth. PDA agent. But you have mentioned committed to help the people. You're so generic. So therefore, I think if I'm going to look on all of your answers, maybe I could say that maybe hesitate pa siguro sila asa dapat nga area sa law enforcement ilang ganahan. But maybe po, as general rule, maybe based on your thoughts, as general rule, once you have taken criminology, of course, police juga. Ha? Dili na siya mao. Kaya daghan tag field for that. Not just the bombero, not just the jail officer, become a police, so on so forth, agents kung whatsoever pa ng mga law enforcers or law enforcement jobs, daghan pa na siya kayo. Okay. So before that, of course, in order for you to enjoy that, to become a police, to become whatsoever, di lang na siya kayong mulimit lang sa law enforcement jobs. Extend daghan pa po na siya. Maybe you would like to become in the academy. You know what's academy, guys? Muna siya sa with regards to the criminology, medyo lisod-lisod ka na sa academy ta. Kamu nang wala mo kayo magpilik academy. So, here lang kayo na siya. Kaya dili lalim lang magtudlo, ka. You are keep on studying, keep on extending your learnings about the things. Because education without, according to Dr. Sorokino, education without extension is kuhan ko na, sa tinga, boring ko na kaya, boring ko na kaya na. So you keep on extending. Because whatever you have learned from the bachelor, so kuya ka na borang siya yung ikip on hatag-hatag dito. You must have to extend. Even I, upon graduating the cream, so wala ko nilimit lang atong what I have learned from my undergrad, from my college, from my bachelor. Keep on extending. Keep on reading. You stop learning when you stop reading. So don't stop. Kung good reading para the learnings is of natin mga board
Hindi na maklaro ang tingog, sir.
Choppy, sir.
Bias? Para ito, sir, karoon ng
Sir, di ka madungog, sir. Oo, sige, sige. Oo. Oo, sige, sige, sir. Oo, okay, okay. Hello, so for the meantime, your speaker for today's career orientation is still changing his device because of, unfortunately, internet connectivity issues. So again, you need to remember that knowing your real reason for taking up criminology is, no, the reason of knowing why you wanted to take up criminology is very important. Knowing also what agency or what law enforcement agency that you want to become part of is also very important. We need to remember that financial reason is not the only aspect why people decides to stay in, to join or stay in a certain job. Okay? Remember that there are several factors, but the most important factor in landing an ideal job is that first you need to love what you're doing, you need to enjoy, you need to embrace, and you really need to make sure that you like the law enforcement agency that you are being part of. Another aspect you need to remember in making sure that you are being productive is, of course, good paying salary. So that is the primary reason why many graduates, not only those graduates of criminology but also other courses, decided to invade the PNP. So your lecturer is already here, so I'll give him the floor again. Nakamute ka, sir.
Oh, sorry again. Sorry for that inconvenience, for the reason that I lost my connection, so I already used another cell phone for this. So where are we now? Hold on. Okay. So we are now under the Republic Act 11131. So for that, of course, no, muna na siya diya, under the law. If we talk, or shall we say, if we're going to talk about the previous law, okay lang po siya, ha? At least you earn 75%. The same thing with this law. But na lang siya mga ginagmay lang nga differences niya. So I cannot find this hard under the Republic Act 11131. Okay, at least if all of your grades bilang mga subjects we have in the criminology, I think there are these 7 areas. No, the criminal jurisprudence, LEA, so on, CDI, so on, so forth. So among all of these, as a general, as a total or overall rating for that, kung nakakuha ka if you obtain at least 75% as the overall rating for your exam, so congratulations, di ba? Pero kung naiusaan na nga below 60, problema na po na siya diya. But that will be extensively discussed later on. So nya lang taan na ha, walang hinahinayon sa. So who are qualified? So kinsa man yung qualified for qualified to take the board exam? Kinsa man sila? Okay, next slide. Okay. Hello, good morning. So under section 14 of RA 11131, qualifications of an applicant for the licensure examination. An applicant for the licensure examination for criminologist shall satisfactorily prove that one possesses the following qualifications. What are these? The first one must be a citizen of the Philippines or a foreign citizen. whose country or state has reciprocity with the Philippines in the practice of criminology. Therefore, the approach is international, di ba? Pang-international na siya. Imagine that we allow foreigners to take the exam here in the Philippines, di ba? Kumbaga, no, pang international na yung approach niya. So, but for the foreigners, of course, take note of the reciprocity. This is like a golden rule ba from Gospel Matthew. Katong sa matutong, do unto others what others do unto you. So this is a principle of mutualism. For the foreigner laws and regulations allow Philippine citizens to practice criminology within the territory of foreign country or state ba on the same basis and grant the same privileges as those enjoyed by the citizens, so subjects or nationals thereof. So therefore, di ba, if ato ang mga criminology students diri graduates from kanang bachelor criminology, if they allowed us to take the board exam there in their state, blah blah blah, so on and so forth, so therefore why not them to take the board here with us? So mura siya di ang yang reciprocity, mura siya, it's kind of a golden rule. So do unto others what others do unto you. Kaya kumbaga pwede na yung mga pwede na ang mga foreigners to take the board exam here in the Philippines. And of course, kita po na mga Filipino citizens. Okay. Next slide, hold on. A, B. Okay. Next slide, okay. Must be of good moral character, good reputation, and of sound mind, and body certified by the school where he or she graduated and the barangay where he or she lives. Kasi unless the examinee is a foreign national, has certification from any professional or of good standing will do. So therefore, as you have observed, must be of good moral character, good reputation, and of sound mind, and body certified by the school where she has or he has graduated, and the barangay where she or he lives. But have you noticed, duwa ra siya diya? During our time, maybe with, as well as with Ma'am Jetal, they required us with, daganto siya dito, especially from the previous na 6506, daganto, including the place na if ever po sa board exam, kung magawas na nga question, just rely on the tulak if they are basing on the RA 11131. What are these certificates? Based on the sa imong mga good moral ba? Character sa ang knowledge is from school and barangay. Okay, during our time, naman dito ang from school, from barangay, di ba? From court. Court ato. Especially sa simbahan, priest, yung pare ang wala ko diya, di ba? Okay, kung kana siya po kumugas sa board exam based on RA 11131, rely lang tana. Kay mo ora mo ginaadi, di ba? Good moral be a good moral character or good reputation based sa school nimo as well as from the barangay where you live rather, okay unless the examinee is a foreign national. Okay, the next one, must hold a bachelor's degree in criminology duly accredited by the CHED and conferred by a school, college, university duly authorized by the government, or its equivalent degree obtained by either a Filipino or foreign citizens from an institution or learning in a foreign country state, provided that it is duly recognized or accredited by the CHED. Okay, so it should be accredited by the CHED. So now, for example, you have graduated from the University of Indonesia, Malaysia, University of Malaysia, medyo lang sa Philippines. You graduated from University of Malaysia. Question, are you qualified to take the board exam here in the Philippines? What do you think for that? Katong late kinsa to si Ramirez. O na ba si Ramirez dire?
Yes, sir. Sir.
What do you think for that? You have graduated your degree from University of Malaysia. Can you take the board exam here in the Philippines?
Possible, sir.
Possible. Why?
Yes.
Will you say so?
If kuan siya, sir, authorize siya sa government. If kuan siya,
In
sir,
particular, in particular, government, di ba? Which agency in particular? Or department? The
sa
CHED.
kuan sa CHED.
Okay, as long as under in section C, section C of, I don't know, paragraph C, section 14. So, it should be authorized by the, or recognized by the CHED. It should be accredited by the CHED. Kung i-accredit niya dason, pwede ka makatake og exam for that. Okay, mo naman to pang international naman yung approach, di ba? Like, we allow foreigners to take the board exam as long as there is this what we call the reciprocity. Okay, mura siya diya. See, and then D, must not have been convicted of an offense involving moral turpitude by a court of competent jurisdiction. Okay, of course, they require you, they are requiring your NBI for that. So, naman tayo mga NBI na nag-require diya. So, you should be clear from any charges, especially ka mga moral turpitudes. Especially ka na, Hindi lang ko lang, isang offense. Okay, those who failed 5 times, whether consecutive or cumulative, in the criminologist licensure examination must present a certification issued by a reputable institution duly recognized by the CHED that such applicant has satisfactorily completed a refreshing course in criminology. So it should be recognized by the CHED. School ayaw itong mga school bukol na tadiya, mga school kan lang. It should be recognized or accredited by the CHED. So ma-undergo na kaya o karang mga refreshing or refresher course na tadiya. Diba? Budlay ka no, 5 times tunutang consecutive or cumulative chronology examination o if you failed to pass the exam, so kailangan mo present na tadiya o mga refresher course. Same thing with the kwan, baka lang like in the bar exam, ba? Ila ba na ako, mga 3 times na dagoy na siya, then you are subject for refresher course, di ba? So under this law, you must to obtain at least 75% of your overall rating na. If 1 or 2 of your subjects are below, shall we say 75, but not below 60%, as long as you acquired 75% as the overall total of your rating. Okay, so I can say that, of course, congratulations. So we're going to discuss that later on. Kaya hapit-hapit naman tadiya nga. Hapit, okay? Let's assume that you have passed the board exam. Okay, let's assume that you have passed the board exam. So who are registered criminologists? Okay lang ako slides, guys.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, because I am worried about the condition there sa Tomgar, especially the weather condition. It affects my internet connection here. So who are registered criminologists? Okay, kinsa man ni sila?
Sir, pass of board examination.
The one who passed the board exam?
Yes, sir.
Ano sa mga board exam?
Licensure.
Licensure. Is that come again?
Licensure examination, sir.
Criminology.
For
Criminology.
okay, of course it is not for criminology, but for criminologists. Take a note for that. A licensure examination for criminologists. Because if you talk of criminology, it is a study pa man. But for criminologists means examination for those who studied criminology. Kaya parang isa sa ilaha. But there are these three requisites, mga requirements niya diya for you to address yourself as criminologist. The first one, having a bachelor degree in criminology. Of course, kinalang ka na dyan, okay, kaya para may mo ka registered or licensed criminologist. Okay, having a degree or you at least holding a degree in criminology. Okay, or kanang gitawag ito nga BS Crim ba? Okay, Bachelor of Science in Criminology. So you must have that degree. The second one, have passed the board exam for criminologists. Okay, according to Caero. Wala. And the third one, who registered in PRC. So, ng PRC, Professional Regulation Commission, as criminologist for your profession. Okay, more na siyang tulo ka requirements or requisites niya. Of course, you must have to study criminology first. Then after 4 years in the bachelor, you have now your diploma. So with that, you can now take the board examination. Diba? Just recently, we discussed about who are these qualified. So, of course, kita good dia, prioritize kita dia. Kita good for those who graduated criminology. And then that should be in vertical. Di na pwede katong kaning kurso at mga should be in vertical. Even if you are not a police officer, but you are not a criminology graduate, so dili dyan nakakatik exam na. Because you know what, guys, with regards to the eligibility, much better if you are holding the you are holding this kana siyang license. Kana siyang tuang being a criminologist. Okay, kana nga profession, being a license good. Much better guna. With regards to the promotion, continuous ang ato ang promotion. Dili para itong bang nga must have to take for the board for another exam just for you to elevate your rank. Diba? Because you want, during the RA 6506, you know what? Under that law, not naman Japan siya mga lateral entry, no, but at least kana siya from PO1, PO2, PO1, PO2, PO3 are not required to take the lateral entry. They are not subject for the lateral entry as based on the previous law. At least kung 3, 6, 9, at least 9 years ka in service, kaya mostly 3 years man per rank, 6, 9. After with that, what is the new din? Sorry for the POP akong gigamit from police patrolman or patrolwoman, corporal, up to next one is the staff sergeant, no? Yung ranking taas under the yung patrolman or patrolwoman, corporal, and then the staff sergeant. So sa una, kinalang kagod nga at least kumbaga PO3 ba, staff sergeant. PO3 with that, pwede na ka makalateral. Sa una, but karon, either if you are already a member of the PNP, an organic member of the PNP, pwede ka maka-lateral na as long as maski PO1 ka. Or, even if you are not yet an organic member of the PNP, you can still, of course, enjoy the lateral entry, provided that you must have to pass the lateral entry examination. So, muna siya under this law, the RA 11131. Maski pag not yet in service ka, but you're going to apply for the lateral, okay, so posible na siya dyan, diretso ka, di ba? Pila ka rank ay mo ang i-overpass from, shall we say, from patrolman or patrolwoman, then corporal, staff sergeant, then master sergeant, senior master sergeant, what else? And then chief master sergeant, to so may sunod executive master sergeant. So may sunod na. And then okay, of course, lieutenant na ka. So pila. For the lateral entry, of course, diretso na ka sa post. If you are a licensed criminologist, you can take for lateral entry, which is ma-overpass nato ni mga pila ka ranko, 7, 7 ranks. Ang ato ang i-overpass diya, di ba? Ato ang kumbaga ambakan na to. Oh, imagine that, you are not in service, but may lateral entry ka, diretso ka, since that you're a criminologist. So, diretso ka sa lieutenant. Di ba? Pero ka na mong balaura, good. Nice, that was very nice. Nana ang balaod, okay na kayo, but the thing is, how to implement na pod ka na pod ka ang implementation tong problema. Di ba? According na bagod sa book, isa taga kwantong nga senador tong at least you have graduated if you have graduated senior high, you can now apply for patrolman or patrolwoman. Isuda kaya nagmakan na mo ilang kanon, no? Nga why to do so nga daghan pa matag mga criminologist gani diri nga wala pa na nga tanggong pagani nya manguha na nun sila mga katong graduate rag kuan yun sa mga pudlanto ng pamulis ito ang maragi under kuan nila so base po ito po guday okay. So with that, di ba, based on the requests that I have delivered to you, so now how it looks like to have the license on some national kuan ha. So just allow me to show to you my license. Okay, muna na siya po na upon passing the board exam. Okay, you must have to register. Okay, not just to pass, you have taken the board exam, then pass. Kailangan po muna ito na i-register. Okay, without that, dili ka may mo diyang registered or licensed criminologist. That is why when, during our time, I had this palabra di honor ba, kumbaga, nagkukulig to na sa ko ang kabady. When we went to PRC to apply for the board exam, nagkukulig to nila nga, buds, pumabalik ko dire, it is for the registration of my license, dili na para mo retake. Okay, isud kay itong sa mong panahon sa una, guys. Even Ma'am Jericho, for sure, nagyan na siya niya or namo nga early in the morning around 2 a.m. to ka sa PRC, gatalay na ka, diba? Alas 2 ka dito, pag open na mga 8 siguro, 7 o'clock, cater na mo sa guarded doon, 8 o'clock, so imagine from 2 a.m. Gatalay na itong mga taga-Sikihor, mga taga-Bujol, okay, halos taga-Cebu, taga-Didro na mga taga-Sikihor, taga-Negro, Sikihor, Bohol, isip kayo ito, mga taga-Bujol. So magsayo gid mi dito kay para ang slot ba, ang slot. Pait kayo lisod kayo itong time But now, certain that because we have now in the Robinsons, di ba? You can process your application there. Di pa itong kami sa una, pag-apply na mo dito, or processing the application for the board exam, balik ang Zula. And after with that, ulit na sad. Then during the examination, balik na sad na, karoon kay, you're going to be there during the examination may 3 days before the examination, you must be there. Mumuna siya dito. Okay. How to become a registered criminologist. So, saan man siya. Section 17 of RA 11131, rating in the licensure examination. A candidate must obtain a weighted average rating of 75% with no grades less than 60% in any given subject. Sa mga sa una, the same thing lang to, at least 75%. Even if ay 60 diya, 50, pamubo, as long as the overall niya diya must be at least 75% as the minimum. Kaya na, sana balang nag 50%. Ang usa, among all of these subjects, 6 areas man daw, 6 subjects. So, maski ka 50 ra diya, 50% na lang usa diya, or gamay lang ba? Or 60 ba? As long as 75% siya diya, ang overall, okay So, pasado yun But here, okay, ato sang i-extend more okay. Expand sa nato. In case the examinee obtains a weighted average rating of 70% but has a grade below 60%, okay, below 60% in any of the subjects, sigasan nila. The result of the examination shall be deferred and be required to retake particular subjects. So ipag pending shall be referred or referred deferred, therefore pending sa siya diya, ha, because you must have to retake the subjects, not the course, not the entire course. For example, law, hagbong ka, mostly ang law, sa'yo naman ng law, nagdita ka ng hagbong na diya. Mga lisod-lisod dito, maybe for me, sa mga base ang mga batch nga, kami kita storya nga, lisod na mga itong part, at hindi ay lisod-lisod, no? So, lisod-lisod ng CDI, ang ano, lisod-lisod ng CDI. So, if ever, ang imong CDI, below, kuan siya, below 60, 59, and below, 59 and below, so therefore, the result is, of course, pending sa na siya or deferred or ipagpapaliban ng usa, because you must have to retake the particular subject or subjects kung madua. No worries kung madua lang o subject ka ba. But the deferred examination shall only be allowed to retake once within 2 years from the date of the examination and shall be required to obtain the grade not lower than 80% of the subjects to be considered to have passed the licensure exam. So, kuan pa dahil siya, ha? So, if ever nga mo retake na kadiya, of course, it should be not less than 80%. So, kana mo ilusod-lisod na i-retake ng mga subjects. Ha? Ang noon, may agian naman nimo, so usa naman noon ang imo gong i-concentrate og tuon naman lamang, di ba? Usa or duwa if two subjects. Ha? Now, imagine that, oh. Diba? Ang problema lang ani, okay naman yung balaura good actually. Okay naman good siya. Ang problema lang dyan is that time consuming kayo siya, ha? Within 2 years, oh, therefore examination shall only be allowed to retake once within 2 years. Imagine. Once within 2 years. Kung 28 nakakaroon, munang kamo diya sa inyong edad, double time with that. Diba? Pasado, kung 28, pasado yun. Or else, once within 2 years, sabihan ang i-allow under this law, has embedded under this law. So mo nang double time good, work hard good. Okay? Don't let laziness to overcome you, di ba? Ayaw good tugutin ang katapol ni mo diya. Ang kausara bitan eh. If there is laziness, think about why you have doing this. Di ba? Just try to recall about your dreams and goals. Diba? You have your dreams, you have your goals. Tanay mo na, imong dream is to become a police na. So your goals there is that pasaron sa aning board exam. Mapasara ako ng board exam, so ako ang dream, may mo akong police. Don't you just, diretso lang ka, police ko. Also my goals, mo diya, police sa diretso. Sige na ha. You must have your goals. Goals na to is something to aim ba, to achieve, to pass the board exam. Ay, mag-shortcut na akong goals is to become a police diretso. Dreams na nato, mga pangandoy, di ba? So you have now your goals. Of course, to pass the board exam. With that goals, according to Merton, I forgot the particular author at ang particular yung nag-coin yun anang sa strain theory. That in goals, there must be means. No, na siya, we have dreams. Police. Goals mo, of course, to pass the board exam. How to pass the board exam? With your goals, di ba? Ang sabi na ito na, that should be balanced, ang goals and means. Otherwise, mga imbalance niya, that can cause something in contrary na siya to the set standards of the community. Kung is to pass the board exam, ang inong means, study hard, of course. Nawala na akong camera, okay. You must have to study hard. Okay, without that, saan papasa ang board exam kung dili ka mo study hard? Di ba, Bernard Dunn? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Facturan, am I correct? Facturan, no?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, you are with me, or with us. So, you have not your dreams to become a police. You have your goals. How to become a police, to pass the board exam, to have eligibility. Yeah. Sir, sige na po. talk about board exams, and more gonna siya way to become a police, there are more eligibilities for that. To pass the NAPOLCOM exam, to pass the civil service. But the thing is, with regards to the privileges or preferences, so dili ko na to magtabla ko kung NAPOLCOM kan lang ta nga to eligibility. Much better kung kanigong sa board, mga board passer kita ha. Pasar kita board good sa criminology nga ko good course to. Okay ha. So now it goes, and then what about means? Of course, study hard. You know what? If it's hard, it is not if we talk of success, when to say that you are succeed, or there is a success in your life. When can you say you have succeeded? Like when you are happy, how to become happy, of course, to conquer all of these mga obstacles, mga hindrances in your life. Diba? Mo na, succeed na to sa life na to, diba? But with that, kinahanglan gud mga hard work panuhay. But the hard work without the, shall we say, the connivance of the consistency, dili kay applicable ang hard work. Hard work is a, shall we say, big word kasi no, hard work. Simple to vocalize that. Ang hard work lang. But dili lang guna siya gud ang nga. It is the, shall we say, dili siya kanang alone lang gud siya di ang mura na siya usagid ka principle diya nga sana ma-achieve na to totoong mga goals in life, di ba? Dili ko siya, not just the hard work alone, but there must be a connivance with the kumbaga coordination between the hard work and the consistency. Try to look at this. Of course, you went to the gym, di ba? Of course, for bodybuilding. You went there. So you spent almost an hour weighing this, kana siya mga tag 50 kilos, per dumbbell, 50 kilos per dumbbell. And then you rushed home, see yourself in the mirror. Nothing changed. Diba? Following day, you do it again. Went back home, nothing changed. With that, hard work ito, grabe pila ka oras kung naswat og 50 kilograms. Man, usban ako pangkatuluhan na following day. And bakit mo mag-atin luwasan it munda ko? With that, you surrender ka. You surrender. Or do you think there's a hard work for that? Na hard work to tong kilakilog itong gasot for 3 days. Dili lulim na ha? Wala man. So, you are not consistent. Napawais ako. Kapoy na, lang mo ba mag-exercise ba? Simana kang inaswat, hard work ito bro. Wala man. But, if you keep on doing that, every single day, every other week, for a year, that's the real hard work for that, di ba? How consistent you are with your hard work. Muna siya, naguna siya gay balance between the hard work and the consistency. Kailang consistent kasi ng hard work. Kailang hard work, may ang hard work lang. Di na na siya yung nanakadali. Nanakadali istorya, pero batang dili yung nanakadali. No pain, no gain. Okay, muna siya diyan sa mga bodybuilders. Okay, let's proceed. Rating in direction. Okay, if the examiner failed to retake after the lapse of 2 years or failed to get the passing mark of 80%, the examiner shall retake all the board subjects. Look, if the examiner failed to retake after the lapse of 2 years or failed to get the passing rate of muna siya kung if possible take 1 lang yun pass all the subjects. So therefore, don't you just learn which is enough for you to pass the board exam, but learn everything. If possible, aim to get the top rank, diba? Kaya, to be a top notcher, aim na mo kaulo, storya na, tuon ko para ma-top notcher ko. May katawan ta. Ako, diling na nakadako ang ako ang percentage, ako ang rating, but ni-study ko to top man kunuhay, diba? To top tani bro. Kaya ako, if criminology, diba? Nandyan yung mga bugi-bugi na yan, diba? Mga sagoy, kumbaga, balik ka gusto na sir. I can say so because I was once a student for criminology, diba? So, pagay na naadya tanan mo lang kabalo ko what is in the criminology, diba? Naadya. So with that, more lagi, bugay na ko dyan, dili ko siya kalikayan. Yung mga itong last time, that was, I have a vivid memory during sometime in kato siyang 2014 dago ito siya. No, ni apply to akong mga kabady o guan ng PNP. Kung sige required ato, kaya ang PNP manggod, organization aware nga kani pagkalang crime sa goy na dagang kay applicants. What they did was to require the students for for the remarks at least not below 80% do ito. Your average from school ba, not from your remarks sa board exam dili, but from school ito lang gi-required ato. Dili ka sa base imong license, no, but from school gyud ba nga pila imong overall gyud nga grado mo to ilang gi-required ato sa una. Katawa lagi ato sa according from the PNP na pudto mga organic ba nga medyo ka na siya gi-requirean sila na kay sagoy mong mostly pag PNP daghan kay applicants pa mo tong requirean that time, pero karon wala naman siguro na pod wala na. So ana lang the examination shall retake all the board subjects. Okay, muna siya di nakalisod karon, no? Lisura. Okay, any examinee who failed 3 or more board subjects shall be deemed to have failed the board examination. Kung hagbong ka diha, if you have 3 subjects failed, so with that, okay, subject for retake naka for the entire course nimo ba, kumbaga imo ang course ba for exam, not just retake the subjects but to take the entire ang imong course i-retake na to na. Okay, for example here I have 81, kumbaga 60 kuno ang kuha, 80, di ba? Kung CDI o 80, kung ato na i-total 73, di ba? Try to look at this. Do you have your cell phones, guys? Do you have your cell phones? Please help me with this. Another, napad ko extra phone pa dahil. What about ka na siya? So, ano ito pag-compute na? You know how to compute that? Anyone? Are you still with us, guys? Factoran, are you still with us?
Add gura sir, divide 5.
Okay, naroon na. So,
Divide 5.
so where's my, di mo guna akong phone, I borrowed phone. So, ask mo na lang dyan, calcu. Do you have your calculator in your phone? Do you have it, Cairo?
Mangulam ko diri sir, spatla.
Nara, never mind. Okay na, Cairo. So, 80 plus 60 plus 60 plus 83 plus 82 plus ang ano equals 565 divide into pila ka areas ganito siya dyan? Pila 5 ba?
6 sir. 6 sir, 6. Kulang pa mo sir.
Ay, habal.
80 plus 81 plus 60 plus 60 diba? Plus 3 83 plus 82 equals 446 there, 446 divide 74 na you have 74.33. Pasar ka, wala?
Wala.
Nandun sir. Even though tag-18 ang imong pila ka subjects diya, but nakadua ka 60. Kung siguro kung na 65 ni kayo na, tumitoy naman eh. Siguro kung na masking 65 na, pasar ka siguro. Ta, di ba? Kaya 60 man, okay. Pero kung makani, tatog mga 83 na. So, posible na nga 75 above na gano'n siya. Posible na nga maybe 75 and total rin nyo diya kay we are running out of time. 75 and above na gano'n for sure the guy. Or I don't know siguro matatag ka na po. Muntok 82. For sure na. Siguro pwede rin na siya. Balag dokbok ang failed subjects di mo diya. Never mind that. As long as the overall rating nimo or final rating is 75%. So with that, paksa lang dyan punta. Okay. So, consider yourself as a criminologist na kakaroon. What are the privileges of registered criminologists? So, unsa man yung mga privileges nato diya, mga pribilehiyo. Because under this law, once that you are a licensed criminologist, so you are now exempted from any entrance examination to hold a government office. Dili na siya katong office nga with that you are being kanang gibutaran ka diha that there's a vote. No, dili na siyang office. I meant, okay, dili siya katong through election, dili siya kato siya. Okay, so nadako na, you are a registered criminologist. Okay, what are these privileges? So all registered criminologists shall be exempted from taking any other entrance or qualifying government or civil service examinations and shall be considered civil service eligible to the following government positions among others. Kani sila ang these are the dactylographer, di ba? O ballistician, question document examiner. So pwede ka na sa bangko, kumbaga sa Bangko Sentral na government Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas or Central Bank. Pwede ka as a question document currency if either it is genuine or fake ba na currency. Okay, forensic photographer, polygraph examiner, probation officer. Okay, I've been probation officer. Only na for parole officer, special investigator, special agent. Okay, investigative agent, intelligence agent, law enforcement evaluation officer. Okay, ako masantan na kayo, marag gamay, di nyo makaklaro. National Police Commission or the NAPOLCOM inspector. Imagine that, inspector ka. So, traffic operation officer. Pwede ka dito. Diba, like, dili po ka tunaka sa karsada. Dili na nahabat. Siguro, head siguro. Okay, safekeeping officer, mga safekeeping officer, sheriff. So, ang sheriff, not the sheriff the reserve. This sheriff refers to siya, not just like from the US to mga police, but nila sa in the sa mostly sa mga county, no? We can see the sheriffs in the county, mostly dito. But here, kanang sheriff mo siya, some kind of, kumbaga sa korte, siya mo police, kumbaga sa korte, siya mo tagapag-implement. For the, let's say, for example, there is this demolition. You're going to, of course, enforce what is being issued from the court. Common kini sa mga guys, kanang squatter, sabi ka na, under the law, illegal settlers. Okay, illegal settlers. It's very common. Like what happened during katong, okay, for sure. Familiar po mo about what happened in Davao katong si Sara. Ingon si Sara nga, ayaw sa nagilabti ng mga pandya. Kaya pobre mo magikon ng ayaw sa sheriff kigipag-demolish man niya. Kulataon siyang Sara, di ba? Birahan lang siya. Unog. Pakasoon siya, wala po lang siya ni kaso. Kay, especially, siya, si Tigong, pakapan ko siya dito, di ba? So, kung wala lamang. Kaya mo siya nga sheriff ng pasabot ha. Okay. Security officer, ay dili ko katong security guard. Officer ba? Kung nakapolo ka na okay. Criminal investigator, warden, information officer, firefighter, fire marshal, okay, jail officer up to the rank of jail superintendent. Okay. Police officer up to the rank of police superintendent. Oh, imagine that, no? So, superintendent. Because you know what, guys? Kutob siya sa superintendent because with regards to the katunang mga general na di ang rango or rank, it is appointed by the it is appointed na sila by the President of the Philippines. I-appoint na kanang mga general. Muna siya ang rank superintendent. Pero sa may sa superintendent. Lieutenant Superintendent, Superintendent, and then Brigadier General. Brigadier General, the susunod na is Major or Brigadier General. So to, itong Major General, Lieutenant General, and General. Kimura siya kaning upat, Brigadier General, Major General, 2-star, 3-star General, kaning gitawag na to nga Lieutenant General and the Chief of the PNP or kanang General. So with regards to their tenure, more 4 years siguro ning si Koan. 4 years ba to? Si PNP Chief, basta depende na siya unless kung naanay mga gitawag na to diyan mga compulsory retirement. Okay, like atong kabato sa una, extend kita to 1 year iya, no? Because they're appointed by the President na. So ranggo nyo diya, if you are a licensed criminologist, tultiho lang mo, natulad lang mo. Diba? Wala pa kayo in the service. So, unilateral entry ka, you have passed. Ito yung mga kabady nga patrolman pa, di ba? Patrolman, so on so forth. Pre ka, diretso na ka dito, di ba? Lami ka na ang balaod yun, ha? It's there na, it's very nice. Kumbaga, nakaplan siya, nagit siya. But the thing is, implementation na nakaroon. Diba, nga nakadali. Pag mo kung, uy, tutuan ka gusto dito. Di ba? Like what happened to Bato, no? As I said, appointed by the President. So he was appointed by the President as the Chief PNP from Brigadier General. Di ba? He had this 1 star in his shoulder. Then, on the term of after Duterte's term na gud niya katugong sa iyang office. But after holding the office as the President, so iyang gi-appoint din si Bato. Imagine that, ikaw karon nga 3rd star sa ka. Uy, si Bato. Imagine that. Okay. And other law enforcement agencies and agencies under criminal justice system. Okay. These are the privileges of registered criminologists no need for an entrance exam. What else? Apa? Preference of appointment in government, criminal justice, and other government institutions shall enjoy priority of appointment and shall not be required to qualifying or entrance examinations in the PNP. Ano natin mga preferences o preferences na ito, di ba? PNP, LTO. Okay, so no need na for an entrance examination. And other government positions relate to criminology, police, and law enforcement work. So, because of the preference. So, tatay ka ng kwan. There is this, kumbaga, competition, kumbaga na lang ha, sa inyong part as applicant. So there are these 2 applicants aiming for a 1-slot position in the government. 2, nagbangga. So, credential-wise, of course, you as a licensed criminologist, with regards to these IT graduates, and then with the eligibility, of course, you are being prioritized diya. Muna na siya karon ha. So you are being prioritized for that with regards to the eligibility of credential rights. Kaya na, 100 na naman na siya diya. Ha? You have given preference. Masyado, kung 2 of you are now competing for the single slot position in government. So kasi, gabangga lang ba niya? Gusto na namin available, 2 pa. Kaya ikaw may prioritize. Yan na lang ha, simple lang sabot. Government institutions. Okay. Departments, institutions, or agencies of the government. Imagine that, if you are a licensed criminologist, pwede na ka sa justice, like among the 5 pillars. Pwede ka sa ikaduang pillars, no? Sa prosecution, o DOJ, Department of Justice, pwede na ka sa prosecution. Commission on Human Rights, okay, Office of the Ombudsman, Philippine Ports Authority, mga aviation ports, wala po nilang mga kan. The Commission on Elections, o sa COMELEC, you know what, in the Philippines, guys, with regards to the mga vote na to sa mga voting system, sa mga mga katatoang mga sana nagpapili for the candidates, they said na, or shall we say, they keep on saying that wala po sila napildi. Di ba? Wala mo napildi sa tong election din sa Pilipinas. Tinod, magana. Wala ko napildi sa election sa Pilipinas. Kung mas mapildi ka, mo unsa man ka. Di ba? Nadaya ko. Pa mo napildi, nadaya. Dinaya. Kailar po na. Kailar po na. Pilipinas, di ba? Sa politics gani, okay, wala ko napildi sa tong election din sa Pilipinas. The thing is, nadaya lagi ko na sila. Ako na. Yun lang po na, ha? Bureau of Treasury. Okay. What else? The Philippine Amusement and Gambling Corporation, PAGCOR. Pwede ito sa DENR, Department of Environment and Natural Resources. We also have Department of Tourism. Okay, Department of Trade and Industry, DTI. Armed Forces of the Philippines. So, tuloy na siya. Stock of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, tuloy na siya, ha? The Philippine Army, Philippine Navy, Philippine Air Force, di ba? Okay, tuloy siya, ha? But with that, of course, dili ko ka kayo maadto sa private with the rank of, private man ano sa militar, private first class and corporal, ha? Dili nakakadya, ha? Jump up to the sa mga ranggo siguro, maybe lieutenant siguro kadiretso. Medyo delikado kuno na siyang trabahoan, ba? Pero may siya kay imong ranggo diretso ka sa lieutenant. Bureau of Immigration. The Department of Transportation. Okay. Air Transportation Office, okay, Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines. The BSP. Okay, kanang bitaw tong Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, BIR. CHED, even CHED, di ba? Like in every region, namo tayo mga head like diri sa to siguro sa region. I don't know kung by region ba niya to diri sa CHED with regards to the kay kung inspection man magod so for example in the CHED kinahanglan ibutang na dyan with regards to the College of Criminology or College of Criminal Justice Education, ang ibutang po diya nga head nato diya from the CHED kato po mga ni-graduate of or those who are criminologists. Good. At like diri sa tuwa, it is very kung na kayo well known ka naman si Ma'am Kagang marag siya mo itong sa criminology diri sa CHED. Siya may take-inspect because without that, kung madili ka na sa criminologist, wala nakabalo sa mga area nato diri. What to check dito about sa mga inanang something like especially sa mga forensics nato in the report, kung na lang inspection. Pag-check nila daw, pag-inspect nila, hours sila tanan sa mga areas na dapat. So in the CHED, kung utang ka diya, so maybe, I don't know, by region ba, sa mga kagang sa region ba, sa province, walang kung dili kayo particular, no? Basta na ko na hedi agad, ha? Separate siya. Sa tuwa diri, dahil nang sa cream, sa CHED na siya, mga na mga pang-comply, nila po sa mga RADTEC, hindi na siya kayo nausara. Kaya nilay siya, the area. City or Municipal Security Office, Provincial Jail in the province. Okay. Provincial Security Office. Okay. Kaya kanam ko na, Provincial Jail, sir, dagan lang ginaka-apply. Yes, dagan. But they have undergone the, what you call the entrance exam for that. Kaya di na-apply ka diretso dito, resume yan. Siguro no need for the entrance exam as embedded under the law. Okay, Provincial Security Office, Metro Manila Development Authority, MMDA, Supreme Court and lower courts. Okay, security consultation, okay, consultant ka, security consultant. Okay, Social Security System, the NAPOLCOM, Autonomous Region Muslim Mindanao, bilang ARM, the Optical Media Board of Intellectual Property Rights. PIDEA, okay, PIDEA, Public Attorney's Office, okay, PPC, usa ba ito ni public, nakalimot ako na, ang sabi na, nagalimot kayo. Okay, government-owned and controlled corporations and other government agencies with position involving the practice of criminology. O kana siya diya, ha? O, moto siya. And then, what is the other advantage for a registered criminologist? Unsa pa ka advantage. Unsa man ning usa pa ka advantage? The lateral entry. Okay, in the lateral entry, registered criminologists who are not in government service shall be eligible and given preference for appointment via lateral entry as police, fire, jail inspectors, or its equivalent in the PDEA, NBI, and other law enforcement agencies, provided that they possess the general qualifications for appointment as provided in the existing laws on appointment of police officers in the PNP, okay, BGMP, BFP, PDEA, or NBI, provided further that those who are already in the police, fire, and jail service as non-commissioned officers and who are already registered and licensed criminologists shall be given preference for lateral entry. Of course, for not yet in service, okay, not a preference for the lateral entry. Then for those already in the service, like itong mga non-commissioned officer, particular katubang mga rangang ko diri sa upper shoulder, not shoulder, rather upper arm, not in the shoulder, but upper arm na to, ang diri ba, sa bukton. So katong mga ranggo, unsa man itong mga ranggo na, diba, karon you are a patrolman, diba, o lateral entry pasad, diretso kag lieutenant. Before, sa previous law diya, at least you served maybe mga 19 years ba, or shall we say, at least PO3, pwede na ka maka-lateral entry. But now, dili na, patrolman or patrolwoman ka, diba, pwede na i-overlap sa nato na, i-overpass na lang the rank of, and then corporal, diba, okay, staff sergeant, master sergeant, ako pamanggod, so dili pa kayo, okay, libog ka gamay, master sergeant, then senior master sergeant, then chief master sergeant, executive master sergeant, and there you are, lieutenant. Imagine that. Pila, 7 karang ko imong ambakan. No? If you are already in the service of the PNP, kana siya mga non-commissioned, pero katong sa mga not yet, makalateral. Okay, klaro na dyan nila, ha? Okay, so with that, dili na guna siya kayong madidto lang sa koto ba? What about for the academ, sir? Yes, also for the academ. So for the academ, at least you have, or not just you have us, but at least you are a registered criminologist. So you can now teach the field of criminology. Teach in the academy siya, in the field of criminology. So muna siya based sa based buta sa CHED pod kung what is being required by the CHED for you, diba? But mostly ang CHED pod follow lang gud na sila diri sa under the RA 11131. You can now pwede ka makatudlo tanan kung area good sa criminology, tanang area good ya, tanang subjects good you can now teach, provided that of course nago kay license nimo. Okay. Even if you are not a licensed criminologist, what about, sir, if you are not a licensed criminologist but you are an attorney? Yes, under the RA 11131, specified po dito nga appeal po itong inline, vertically inline siya sa criminology. Like itong mga lawyers, even if you are not a lawyer, you can still teach for sa paano na siya sa toon din na siya nga prerogative na sa din if he or she will going to give you that subject, diba? Kanang law, pwede ka maka-teach kanang law even if you are not an attorney as under the RA 11131. Mo may guess, you mentioned ito, once you are a licensed criminologist, you can teach all the subjects in criminology. All the subjects. So therefore, wala siya mga exemption na gibuta nga unless kani nga subject, kani nga wala siya. All the subjects man. So muna siya pambasihan diya. Okay, pwede ka tanan. Law, no? You're not a lawyer but you can still teach the law. So prerogative na siya sa tuang din na diya. What else? Even if you are not chemist, di ba, mga tira siya diya, You're not a doctor, you can still teach mga legal medicine. Diba? You're not a chemist, but you can still teach mga forensic sa may lain diya ang area. Diba? O, dagan pa to, ha? Ang minute to mention naman good, so di na ka na tumaka. So, anak lang siya diya. Ang problema lang diya, guys, is that dili na nakadali lang ang teach sa criminology. Diba? You must have to extend. That should be with your passion. Kailangan nago kay passion in teaching. Ganun na. Ganun, you love your work, your job. Ayaw mag-teach nga ka pang ako magod. Wala kay hiring. Teach ako for experience. Saan niya kuha din. Ha? Kay luoy ang students na to. That's why maybe you wonder, sir, makaga-police. Yes, as I said earlier, di ba? Now, of course, I took criminology as my stepping stone to enroll for the College of Law. Kaya mo kung mag-law, ganun tagod. So, una. And of course, na-inspired po ka ito akong si Sir Koan, di ba? Itong may rest in peace. Inspired niya about teaching ba? Kumbaga, wala mo ko na good directly nga gikawan. Actually, based na po sa ako ang insight bang nice kayo yan abang pagluan na dahil sige may istorya na antag kanaga with that, wala mo teach then advised by our previous dean Mad, since that you are in the academy, you must have to enroll for masters at least because it is embedded now under the CHED standard. So I took my master's degree even if layo-layo, but still, to our current dean karon. So now, we are now sa another degree na sad. So after with that, maybe, kabalo ako, maporso ko ba, kung ako na ito, iporso ng law niya ako, nakabalo. Okay, kaya medyo, law mo ko, dili mo ko na basta-basta. So for you guys, for some of you out there with a passion in teaching, so you can have it. Kasi may ni-push na ako. Good guys, usap ko diya sa mga motivating factors na ako. It was my katokong mga classmates. Okay, every time when we had the activity, ako ay sige leader. Okay, medyo ako may medyo magulang nila. Sige leader, sige ako sige atubang nito, kada discuss grupo ako. Kami ang mandahin ng nani. Sabi, doon ako. Mixtro na lang ko ani niya. May nani din. So, dapat nakapassion gana siya. Although we have there the salary. Well, one of the motivating factors is the salary ng gina siya, di mo gana mawala. Di ta mo tuog ang help. Even ka ba, sa ato niya. Of course, to help the people. Even po na siya, pinaka-main ana, of course, the salary gina ang ma-earn ka na. But if you have the passion, so even I have the passion, but still mulok dapat sa atong salary. Because we are doing that for living, manggudya. Unless if you are not doing it for living. For living man, so, nagutagod ka hindi, ha? So, okay. Any clarifications, guys? Is there any clarifications before we move to our next slide? Okay, I think our next slide is your activity na. It is your asynchronous class mo po din sa. So this is considered as karon as our virtual synchronous man siya. Ibang class consider mo dapat na siya orientation or whatsoever. So in our asynchronous, I'm going to give you activities which should be submitted to Ma'am Jepel, ha? Dito na ito i-submit lang yan. Dili sa kuha, but to her lang, submit yan to her. So, any clarifications, guys? Regards more orientation about the career orientation about the RA 11131. Diba? Ang so much maybe matapos sa ba ninyong kuhan, but dili nang ka-extensive. Diba? Okay, any clarifications?
Sir, panalitan, malibang kagkatuloy sa board, sir. I-take, bakit na po kag-schoolad, Gren?
No, not necessary. Unless 5 times. Refresher na. Dili mo balik kag first year, no? Refresher lang ba? Siguro, wala ka man kayo particular about sa atong refresher dire. Maybe, bulan or all. Dili, o basta ka refresher, dili na. It won't last a year, maybe 6 months. Or kinakataas na dagan, maximum na siguro ng 6 months. So, dili pa kayo particular about ano? Dili pa kayo.
Mag-review na lang din.
You are subject for refresher course. Okay.
So, mag-review na lang din.
Oh, magana ba? Review na lang siya ba? After with that, with, of course, kanang mo na siya gyud nga katong mga in-improve nga bitong kay that should be submitted to the no. Need mo na siya kuha kanang kumbaga i-check pa mo na dito gud sa CHED kung kana siya nga certificate. If that school is accredited by the CHED, i-check pa na dito nila ha, i-verify pa kumbaga. Ibaso niya school bukol ra na imong gikan. Like what happened during, okay, I can share this to you our masters in Cebu. There was one of our classmates na almost finished just sa iyang masters, about to write with his thesis na iya ha. Matay kay pag transfer siya school sa UC. Oh, matay kay dili mo dito itong school ng eskwela mga school bukol ba diba? Not accredited by the CHED man. Balik siya dito, batchmate. Balik me. Nagka-batch me. Ilan mo siya ito, 2 years na siya ito yung kanya. Dili accredited, wala. Useless na. Gibasura. Hindi siya gusto sa UC. Because in Region 7, marag UC naman siguro for our course, criminology or criminal justice. And for the doctor, wala sa una, Manila o sa Mindanao. But now, we have now, dito sa Visayas, sa UC ang ginapon. Okay, no more clarifications, guys.
Para na ako, sir. Para na, sir.
Yan na. Ang uban dia, sige lang kayo na.
Sir, ako po, sir.
Wala na, sir. Wala na, sir.
Sir.
Yes. Go ahead.
Kuan sir, if kuan mo take kag board sir niya 28 na imong edad sir ba niya. Nakay usa ka subject below 60% sir niya. Di ba within 2 years man to take nimo sir?
Yes.
What if dili na ka mo dili na lang nimo kuron sir? Within 2 years i-take na lang kag usab tanan sir. Pwede na sir? Okay, 28 na imong edad sir.
Kuan mo na siya, dili na siya. Listen na nung karutikan mo tanan. At least usa ra man within 2 years, di ba? Hagbong gapon yung hagbong gapon.
28 na may edad sir.
Mo lagi. That is the point now ha. Under this law, bahalag abot nakag-try na pwede ra na siya. Bahalag pila na imong edad. Pwede ra na. But the thing is, you cannot apply already for the PNP. Ang balad wala labot ana yung nana sa edad pahala nag 28, 29 na kadiya. Bahalag pila edad mo ra, you can take the board exam. Dili makalimitahan. But ang problema dia is, if you apply for the PNP, magka-problema na ta. Dili pa pwede po nga, maybe, siguro, under the law, wala mo dimension to nga, maka-retake lang ka unless when mula gito siya nga, tulo ka subjects nimo ang hagbong. I-retake na lang nimo gyud. Madili, 5 times ka nga consecutively or dili ba consecutively ba nga 5 times ka nga kuha, hindi ba sunod-sunod kumbaga or cumulatively ba? So kung 5 times kang hagbong, so diyan na maka-retake. So yung pasabot siguro kung pwede pa ba makatake kung lapon kag 30. Is that your point, Parocho, or? If pwede pa ba ka makatake after 30?
Usap ko na sir.
Usap na, pwede na, 30 above na ka, pwede na. If ever 30 above na ka din, of course, with all God's grace, pasar ka. So maybe maglisten na to sa PNP, but well, as I said, muna yung nakapandya, di ba? If talk of criminology, police lang doon yung gi-aim. Dagkan patag mga, if talk of police, mga gananday kag mga something mga like a law enforcement job yung ganahan. So dagkan kita di ba? Dagkan NBI, according to ka, pwede dos NBI gani, no? Before, something before, kinahanglan to siya kunog units from kanang sa College of Law ba kanang law man to kuno ba to, di ba? Then karon pwede na siguro, di ba? Pwede na to NBI, di na tangay mo enroll for law. O ba na dagan NBI. Siguro ang BPMP ang bot siguro 35 na, pwede pa.
PDEA, sir.
So PDEA pwede pa ng 35 PDEA. PDEA pwede kaya 35 ha. Once you pass the board exam, pwede na, no need for entrance exam. Apply ka sa PDEA na. Pwede po kang lateral, pero mo lagi ang lisod ang pagpa-implementaran ng apply ka ron, lateral, diretso ka, ranggo sa koan, equivalent sa lieutenant ba? To the police, lieutenant, equivalent sa koan, sa PDEA, siguro sa kay ranggo ang equivalent niya, pwede ka mo diretso dito, jump up ka pa yung dito. Pwede rin na siya. Pag-implementar, pwede lagi. Okay, what else? What else, guys?
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
kung mahagbong kag kanang course nimong exam o course mo na sir, balik kag 2 years na sir.
2 years, no. Your first attempt, yung may sa mga
first attempt,
okay. Gusto sa kwan sa previous na law. Na kumahagbong karon, kumahagbong ka, depende na siya kay what do you mean na hagbong? Sa overall na hagbong ka sa board exam or hagbong ka sa subject mo sa ka-subject?
Overall sir, in case sir,
Then if nahagbong ka, retake mo ka diretso. Wala man gi-mention ditong after pila ka kwan, di ba? Hagbong ka, so maybe you can retake diretso lang.
Subjects naman tong giingon sa nga i-continue after 2 years, di ba?
Subject lang.
Ang pasabot siguro parecho sir katong giingon niya nga if ever mahagbong siya dayon another 2 years na pod sa kuan ato sa if nakay duwa o usa ka subject nga mahagbungan dili entirely good kay og mutay ka by next year siguro if makatay ka if imong hagbong is the entirely subjects good di ba sir?
Yes, correct. Kung inter-subject ko naman ko, maka-retake ka dayon. But kano mo lang itong under the law, so mo lang itong mahagbong, ka subject dia, wait na kag 2 years. Diba?
If katong subject nimo nga wala nimo na pass, if after 5 times nimo ginatake wala jud po nimo napasa, so mao na nga mo balik na jud kag retake over all the subjects sir.
Balik na.
Mao lagi mo peng kuan go ang parecho yang gipangutan.
Sir, muna akong sir.
Yang point, matay point ni Jubin ang.
Okay na, any clarifications?
Wala na sir.
Wala sir.
Ano siya, maybe makayang bisudan, nag-aaron, sa iyo naman ko siya actually, di ba? Kung naroon kayo mga 60 kwan di man siguro lisod ikwaon ng kan, di ba? Kung naroon kayo sa dang hagbong, so basta over 75, okay ra. Kung kana kung 55, below 55, bali mo. No, wa na ko kagatuon na dugay. Di ba? Wa na ko siguro kaga-review ano ako pag below 60. Wa na ko siguro kaga-review, wa na ko kagatuon na baga. Wala na dugay. Kuno I can say nga di man siya kadlukan ganing balaura. Lami siya kadagan ng preference, mga privileges at tuwa. So, mo lagi na pagkuha sa inyong part medyo kuya-kuya pa no kay wala palagi pero imagine below 60 gihagbong bali di ba? Wa na ko kagatuon na ron. Pero ay mo kadlo ka ng balaura ha. Makadlo ka na. Kaya total, kung makakuha ka, di ba? Hagbong ka sa subject, duwa. Pwede, pero okay lang, basta 75. Alam mo kang 75, di ba? So, dali lang. Okay. Pero kung tulo na hagbong, okay, subject 4, wa na, retake, nagkaga. Then, 5 times kang siging gakuan, o 5 times kasing kahagbong po, diba? 5 times kasing kahagbong. Subject 4, refresher na ka. Okay, ha? Subject 4, refresher na. Same thing lang po na ito, kung wala pa ito naman ako, pila ka balik, okay, retake. Okay? Any clarification? Wala na guys, any clarifications? So wala na good, ha?
Love!
So I presume na wala na clarification, ha? Okay, wala na good. So in your silence, I presume that everything is clear. So now, so if you were one of the registered criminologists, okay, which path among all the Philippine law enforcement jobs would you prefer and suits you? Why? So with that, siguro, wala ni siya, shall we say, previously, no, earlier, I asked, why criminology? Diba? Usap ninyong ipang yaw dito, we would like to help the blind community. Diba? Dili ka mo particular which field. Diba? Which field you are referring to. Look, 5% lang daw. Hold on guys, 5% lang akong phone. Hold on sa, just a moment lang guys. So, ano lang, ha? Okay, kaya 5% na lang, mapalo mo gitsuran. So, I would like you to this is serve as your synchronous activity, ha? Submit lang ninyo ni Ma'am Jeppel. Na siya write it on the one in a narrative form na siya taas ng niya i-narrate yun ninyo good. How, why? Okay, kung ma-police, whatsoever, kung mag-GMP, expand lang. As well as what drives you to pursue the path you have chosen. Expand lang ang answer niyo. Okay. Hold on ha. Maybe si Ma'am Jeppel matag nyo siguro 3% na lang. Okay, be the next professional and may God bless you on your journey in life, guys. Okay, thank you for that, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Mapalong na rin, ano mo katinala, ha? Because I have my phone, my laptop, problema sa akong laptop is, wala na siya microphone. Mapalong yung phone na monitor, ha? Okay, let's wait for Ma'am Jeppel's instructions to you. Kung nabasa. Hello, Ma'am Jeff. Very good now, Ma'am Jeff.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. So
Let's
again,
take
let's
it,
give
ma'am.
Sir Yushmat another round of applause for sharing his time with us. Okay, so thank you, Sir Yushmat. Alright.
Welcome, ma'am.
Okay, so, kumusta man? Okay, so let me end this first. Stop recording.